A very good morning, children. How are you? This is Sonia Verma, your SST teacher from Springfields Public School. I hope you are doing all your work side by side and taking reading of chapters also. Today, let us continue, children, with the same chapter, chapter 5 of Civics, Media and Democracy. Last time we had seen what media and democracy are, and we had also seen how they are connected. Today let us start on page number 41. Let us see what role of media and democracy is. The media is a principal source of political information and public debate. It means that it is the media which gives us information related to politics, what is being done by the leaders, what the ministers are doing, what the government is doing, and people debate on those topics also. By passing on expert opinion to the public, it becomes a key to democracy in the hands of informed and participating citizens. It means that it is the media which gives us an expert opinion on various problems which are related to the people. It explains to people the flaws in the existing system and makes it easier for people to make intelligent decisions about public affairs. It means that it is the media, children, which tells us what problems, what flaws are already there in the system, and it helps the people to make good decisions related to the problems connected to the people. Thus, it protects the democratic interests of the people. In modern democracies, the media covers many aspects of life, including political, social, economic, and cultural. So, it is the media which protects the democratic interests of the people. It tells the people about aspects related to politics, related to society, related to financial aspects, and related to culture. So, it is the media which gives us all the information related to different aspects. Now, let us move on to the objectives of the media. In order to function as a watchdog of democratic values, here it means watchdog means that it is the media which protects the democracy in a country. It is the watchdog of democracy. The media needs to fulfill some essential objectives. So if the media it wants to function, it wants to protect the democracy in a country, it also has to fulfill some aims. It has to fulfill certain objectives which it should try to achieve. So, what are those objectives? First is the separation of news from opinion. So, the media they should keep in mind that they are supposed to give the news as it is. They should keep their opinion with themselves and not mix their opinions with the news. They should show the actual news. Then second point is separation of news and business interests of the newspaper. So whatever the business interest, whatever the business profits of a newspaper might be, it should not mix both of them. It should not see that whatever news it is showing, it is against their profits or whether it is going to favor their profits. They should show the news as it is. If the two get mixed up, it may interfere with the media's responsibility towards people at large. So, the media should not see that a particular news is going to incur some losses on it, rather, it should show the news as it is. Only then it will be able to fulfill its responsibility towards the people at large. And its responsibility is to show the news, what is happening around them in actual to the people. Now, the next objective the media should try to fulfill is not to give one sided account of events. So, whatever the whole story is, the media should give both sides of the account. Both the accounts of events should be given. Both sides of the story should be shown by the media. They should not take one particular side. They should show the story as a whole and let the people decide who is right and who is wrong. So, next objective is give only reports that are based on facts. So, the media should not be in any haste, in any hurry to show the news. It should first confirm the news and see that the news is true. Only then it should show that news or print that news. Then the last objective is avoid distortion of news. Distortion means to change. So the media should not do any changes in the news to make it more interesting, to make it more sensational. The media should never resort to sensationalism. Even if the news is not of much importance, sometimes the media persons they give a lot of importance to even a small news. They show it as breaking news. That is called sensationalizing a news. So, this should not be done by the media unnecessarily. They should not give more importance to even an ordinary news. On page number 42, children, on the left hand side, one another concept has been explained, freedom of the press. So, here it is given there is no specific provision in our constitution guaranteeing the freedom of the press, but it is very much included in the freedom of expression guaranteed by Article 19(1)(a). So here they have told that there is no special, it is not mentioned specifically anywhere that freedom of press is there, but it is included in the freedom of expression about which you have learnt in the fundamental rights. Freedom of expression means the freedom to express not only one's views but also the views of others and by any means including printing. So, freedom of expression also includes that people are free to express the views of their own also and the views of others also. Freedom of expression, however, is not absolute freedom. It is subject to the limitations contained in clause 2 of Article 19. So it means that it is not an absolute freedom. There are some restrictions in some situations. For example, the state can impose restrictions on the freedom of press if it in any way poses a threat to the security, sovereignty, and integrity of the country, friendly relations with foreign countries, public order, decency and morality, or for prevention of contempt of court and defamation. So, all these are different situations in which the government can impose a few restrictions on the freedom of press also. So, children, today we are going to do the chapter till here. Next time we will continue with the chapter. Do take a reading of the chapter and keep on completing your work side by side. Thank you and have a nice day.